3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting all alone.
Hard hit into right, back at the wall.
That's how many sugar, I can feel it in my bones.
Big Puppy.
Back with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals. Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
What's up? Welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Ari. This is Robert. The Red Sox are playing a little better, but still not great. How's it going, Bobby?
It's not going too bad. I may or may not have just woken up 20, 30 minutes ago. I don't want to talk about it. I hope I look at least like I care about my appearance. How about you?
I'm doing good. We had that 3-game winning streak, season high 3-game winning streak. Let's keep it going.
I think.
Yeah.
Did we have a 4-game winning streak somewhere in there?
Nope.
No, we're not that good.
Nope, we're not.
We
that
only
good.
get 3.
We
And
only get
God
3.
only says 3. At most.
We had to lose that 4th game. We're like, okay, if you do that, if you win 4, not okay.
Oh,
Can't happen.
3's fine. 4 will kill you. But so, like you said, welcome to the Pesky Poll podcast. We're not going to waste your time. We're going to get right into it. YouTube, you get to see our beautiful faces as every week. I hope I look up to my normal beautiful standards. So if you guys, wow. So if you guys do like this kind of thing, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so when your 2 favorite idiots go live, you get to see it every single week. Spotify and iTunes gang, what's going on with you guys? How you guys doing today? Hit that follow button. So once again, you are notified every time we go live. We do really hope you guys like this kind of content. And if you have anything we can improve on or anything you didn't like about the episode, message us, follow the Instagram at Pesky Poll Podcast. Without further ado, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, not really.
Nah.
Nah.
We good.
We
We
good.
fine. Okay. So let's get right into it with the biggest thing that happened this week. During the middle of the Orioles game, or one of the Orioles games, we got news that 2 guys were walking back to the dugout, went down, packed up their stuff, and got boats to Tuckuses, go to an actual decent team.
Yeah.
Right. We have. Please explain.
So yeah, I know Chaim said that he was gonna make big moves, the trade deadline, which is nice to see compared to Dombrowski just sitting on his hands. But
Last trade deadline, I wanted to rip my hair out.
oh my word, that was such a painful thing to do.
Man.
Anyways, no, so yeah, we've traded Brandon Workman and Heath Hembree and cash.
And a player to be named later.
And a player to be named. Yep. For Nick Pivetta and Colin Siebold, right? Something like
I think that was his name, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what
yeah.
were your reactions when you... Because initially, we had no idea who the hell these guys were. Because it would be impossible for us to know about every farm system around the MLB. So we obviously did our research once we had the time. What did your research come up with?
Pavetta's what? Career ERA of 4 or 5. We're literally getting another Martin Perez, just younger.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
Glorified
I
long
kind of
reliever.
like that because we'll get into our boy Martin Perez. We'll get into him.
Yeah.
I need to lay off my slack on him a lot after his performance.
Yeah, so there's that. And then I was actually way more excited. I still am way more excited about Siebold. That guy, he looks like he could be pretty good. And if I can remember correctly, they're projecting him in 2021 to kind of break through maybe to AAA or something like that.
Yeah.
This trade's definitely for the future, but it
Mhm.
kills because we traded away our best closer. Not even our best closer, our best bullpen pitcher next to Valdez. And it
And this
sucks.
guy's been a statement of this team ever since.
Oh yeah,
He's been here a long time.
yeah. Literally, like he won a ring in 13 and he won a ring in 18, and then it's like, all right, thank you for all that you've done. See ya.
Peace. Man,
And
I
it
feel
sucks because I liked Workman, and he had a
I
great breakout year last year. And
Hembree was just kind of there.
Henry was there. I'm not going to say that I hated him in any way because there was nothing that he really did except for the most recent game he pitched with the Red Sox.
Yeah, he kind of went out on a sour note, kind of a
Yeah.
proverbial middle finger to the Red Sox, saying, "You know what? Trade me.
Yeah.
Keep losing games. Trade me."
But it's not like we're helping the team immediately. So
Mhm.
we are tanking.
Yes. Oh,
Big time.
but it seems like the Phillies are a good fit now for Hembree because he went in, and his first game, I was listening to the game.
Oh,
He
really?
comes in the game and just throws 2 shutout innings.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll put
That's
the final
crazy.
stat line. Future me put his stat line right about here.
Yeah.
Never do that again, please.
Sorry. Um and I get
Yeah.
I get the trade because Philly was really aggressive for bullpen help. They needed it. So it's like
Their bullpen
and
ERA before they made that trade was like an 8.5.
it was terrible. It was the worst in the majors. And like
Yeah,
I
by far.
saw a video that Heim put out, like basically explaining why the trade happened. He's like, we thought that like first of all he said Philly was very aggressive. You can listen to it again if you want, like, but he basically said Philly was very aggressive and they were basically like, we're coming at you and we want these 2 pitchers. What do you want in return?
Mhm.
So then they didn't really give them a ton of time, I don't think, to like for us to think over like what we want. And Pavetta, I mean, we're gonna take pitchers. We're not gonna take anybody else.
Yeah.
We need all the pitchers we can get. So yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating, but
Mhm.
what scares me is like that trade went down, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, geez, well, like
Who's next? Who's on the chopping block?
exactly. Who's next?
And-
I've heard Bogarts. I've heard JD. Not those names I don't like.
And we'll get into that in a little bit. I just
Yeah.
want to say, because one of our ride or dies on the Instagram, his Instagram at is JT Phone Home. All right, this dude
All right.
be liking every photo, be commented on every story, be messaging us personally, asking us our opinions.
Awesome.
He asked me, he's like, yo, I love you guys' channel. What do you guys think of this trade? And at the time of the trade, I was at work, so I can't do my research right now. I'll let you know once I have my facts. So I said, Pavetta looks okay, but not great. At the major league level, he's never had below a 4 ERA and never had a 500 season. Usually it wouldn't scare me, but with the Red Sox always having one of the worst developing pitchers, they're the worst at it in the league. It doesn't bring a lot of hope. Then I said, plus he's already 26 or 27, so he's up there in age. Not like he's a 23, 24-year-old kid that's just making his way through. I do like that he's 6'5", though. Tall dude.
Yeah.
And tall pitchers are always good.
Mhm.
Seabold, on the other hand, doesn't look too bad. 24 years old, hits about a 3.5 ERA in the minors. Give him a year at the alternative site, maybe next year. Still down in AAA at Worcester.
Worcester. Woo! Sox.
Give him a little bit down there and see how he does. Like I said, I see quite a bit of potential in him.
Yeah, I like that kid.
Mhm.
Pavetta, I think I hope he's gonna like, be on the roster. And like can make some sort of an impact. At this point, I'll take any impact, even if it's like
I'll
a terrible
take
impact.
any experiment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not too
I wouldn't
mad.
mind seeing him start.
Mhm.
I have an idea for what I would if I was Renicky. If I was a coach for Renicky, I would basically this is how you put a pitching staff together
Mhm.
for top 5, for starting 5. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Man, there have been 2 people that I don't know why I thought of this, but in this Red Sox organization, there have been 2 people that we thought would be decent to terrible that actually ended up being pretty damn good for us this whole season.
Oh yeah.
And you know who those 2 people are.
Oh yeah.
Say them.
Evaldi?
No.
Wait. No.
Kevin Pillar.
Oh, you're talking about just the team in general. I was talking about pitching.
No,
Pilar.
the second guy was pitcher.
Yeah.
Who we thought was going to be Booty.
Yeah.
Martin Perez.
Martin.
You know,
So here's the thing, though. Here's my last bit on this. When we got when we got Perez, we were like, oh, great. We're spending $6 million on this guy. All right. Perez has been everything the Red Sox, not everything the Red Sox have needed, but he's been a very solid pitcher.
Yeah, and he's been good. Good.
Yeah. So my thinking is, hopefully, Pivetta does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said earlier, listen, he hasn't had an ERA above, 5, 4?
Below 4.
Below 4.
Which, I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. Like I said, he is 26, 27. There's room for him to grow. It's not like this is his ceiling, but Red Sox suck at developing pitchers. We all know this. Their longest
look what's happened to Perez.
But did they really develop that, or is that just him looking at his game in a new light? Because you got to remember, he sucked basically until he decided, hey, I'm only going to throw a cutter. I'm not going to throw a four seam anymore. Mm-hmm. And ever since he made that change, he be going out here 7 innings,
mowing down guys,
1 earned run,
something like that. Yeah,
and he got robbed that game because somebody came in. I think it was Josh Taylor. Screw Josh Taylor.
No, right? I think it wasn't it Hembree or no, that was after Hembree.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what's that game, but speaking of, let's recap this week. Go from Wednesday and the last game in the Phillies series and talk to the people.
All right, so like I said, hey, I'll take 1 win. That's what I said last week.
And then we got our win that night.
3 wins
in
6-3.
Bro.
Yes.
Put
6-3
some respect on that game.
Win against Philly. 7-1 Baltimore.
I love that game.
8-5 Baltimore.
That game was okay because they almost blew the lead because of Josh Taylor. Or was it? I think it was.
Let's just blame Josh Taylor for everything.
No, I swear he came in and allowed 5 runs. They were up 8-0.
Something like that. Yeah.
And then the 8th inning, he allowed a 3-run moonshot.
And then we lost 5-4, which that was a close game.
No.
No, sorry. No. Sunday was the close game. Sunday was the close game. What are you going to say about
that 5-4 game? You remember what happened?
Saturday?
Whatever the 5-4 game was, yeah.
There were 2 5-4 games.
Whichever one went to extras.
No. Actually, no. Saturday was the one. Saturday was the one with extras.
So, they go in, and game tied 3-3. They had a 3-1 lead, and of course, this bullpen blew it, which, what's surprising. So, they're going into the bottom of the 10th, or the top of the 9th, top of the 10th, top of the 10th, top of the 10th.
10th.
Yes, makes sense. Let's get this brain working. We've been up for 40 minutes now. We should be able to function.
Yeah.
So, top of the 10th. Runner on second, because that rule's still a thing, even though it's dumb. Walk. So now runners are on first and second. Walk. So now bases are loaded. Walk. So now a run scores, and you're up 4-3. And you have bases loaded with nobody out.
Yeah.
And then you proceed to strike out, pop fly, and then ground out. I think that's what happened. Correct me if I'm wrong.
At least something like that, yeah.
It was something like that. They didn't score again. And I knew. And one of my coworkers, his name's Mike. He's a really good guy. Huge Red Sox fan, too. He's been straying away from baseball for a little bit, but I got him back into it. And we both work in the same section. And we're just sitting there listening to the game. I'll look from across section. I'll be like, damn! So, I looked at him and I said, we ain't winning this. I knew with the runner on second, they would at least tie it, if not win, and then get the bases loaded. And that happened. That was kind of there. And they ended up base loading all its too, and then choked it.
Yep.
Man,
the
that game was
encouraging
bad.
thing was the Sunday game.
Didn't they lose that game?
They lost that game, but
how's that encouraging?
Listen, so the way the scoring happened, I believe, was so we scored 1 in the top of the first inning. We're like, awesome. Then the Red Sox pitching, like I had asked, 2 solid frames. Bottom of the first, bottom of the second.
Mhm.
They give up 3 in the bottom of the third. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. And then we got 1 back in the 6th. Gave up 2 in the 7th. So what is that? 5-2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then your boy, JBJ, hit a 2-run homer, top of the 9th. I was like, nice.
JBJ had 2 games in a row where
I know.
he hit homers. That's my boy right there. Shooting
So-
off that tiny bit of 10 push-up max power.
So hopefully he'll be able to keep that rolling with the game tonight because he hit them in bunches.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so that was encouraging. They fought back in the 9th and was 1 run away, and then they just kind of like lay down and
They just kind of laid down and just said, okay, we'll take it. Just
Yep.
pin us. 1, 2, 3. Game
so
over.
that was it. But overall, definitely not a terrible week. Definitely not a 9-game losing streak.
We had some watchable games.
Yeah,
We had
definitely.
at least some games that I could listen to and I could say, okay, this is actually somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too bad right now.
No,
but-
that 3-game winning streak hyped me up.
Man, I was just like, are we actually competing? Because if you didn't know, our chances to make the playoffs during that 3-game winning streak went from a 6.5% to a 12%. Man, I put out a story on the Instagram once we got that back, and I said,
Yeah.
and I asked the question, what do you think, according to Baseball Reference, our postseason probability is?
Yeah.
And everyone was just like 0. Everyone has no hope.
Nope.
I have no hope.
But
First
here's
20 wins.
so 2 encouraging things. I believe it's JD figured himself out a little bit.
He did.
I was like, thank you. And it wasn't just because he hit a home run. Because he hit a 2-run home run. No, but like I mean, it just was encouraging to see. And Devers, same thing. He hit home runs. He's been like picking it up a little bit. I'm like, you know what? They just needed I strongly believe that some of those Red Sox players in that clubhouse listened to this podcast and heard me reaming about them, and they were like, all right, we got to play better.
2 favorite God's perfect idiots sitting here talking about him. They're like, you know what? If they think I
They're
suck,
right.
they must be right. I gotta step it up.
Yeah. So thank you, JD.
We know you personally watch. We're not gonna go over how many people actually watch our podcast still.
Yeah. But all we know is JD watches.
All we know is JD watches and then shares it with the boys. That's
Yes.
their club. That's their clubhouse. Clubhouse hype episodes.
Speaking of the boy.
The boy.
I kind of flipped out on, what was it, Saturday? Or is it-
Why?
Sunday. The Brewers released Brock Holt. The DFA'd him.
You saw the video I sent you that Brock Holt posted.
Yeah,
He went full savage and said, "Gee, that didn't take long."
I know. I love you, Griff. Hey, 2021 draft. First overall. We're taking Griff. This
Like
guy's got
20
power.
Like, what year is he gonna be eligible? Like 2038?
Something like that.
No, like 2034, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
He'll be
Something like
coming
that.
right out of high school.
He'll be the next Blaze Jordan, and we'll just have like 2 Joey Gallos on this team. It'd be like insane.
Back to back, yeah.
Yeah.
Amber and I went to a Sox game. It was the last game of the season last year.
Mhm.
And we saw, like I said, we took a picture with JBJ, saw everyone run on the field, take a picture with people, saw Baby Griffin.
Yeah.
He was at the game with Brock at the national anthem. Right.
Really? He was like on the field and like hanging out?
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
So I still remember watching Brock's last Red Sox game, and people are saying, because he wasn't straight up released, it was a DFA, designated for time, which means one of 3 possibilities can happen. They can either say, all right, we're releasing you, go away.
Adios.
There are four things actually. He can be brought down to the minors if nobody takes him off of waivers, or he can just be traded. And it's looking like it's going to be the fourth, and he's just going to get traded to a contender for nothing. Or what's a little more likely is the Red Sox might sweep in and give us a little bit of that good old shot of nostalgia.
You know how last week we were like tank for Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah. Tank for Brock.
Tank for Brock. That's the
Hashtag
next
better than Benny.
Hashtag tank for Brock. Yeah, give him like, I don't know, Matt Hall, something like that.
Well, take
this.
Here's the deal that I saw that I want to get your opinion on.
Yeah.
This isn't a Brock Holt center deal, but this is a Brock Holt deal.
All right.
Matt Barnes and Brock Holt. Matt Barnes and Kevin Pillar for Brock Holt and prospects. Your thoughts?
Depends on the prospects. Then we'd have to have Ryan Brazier close games. And last time we checked, we didn't. We don't like Ryan Brazier closing games. We don't like Ryan Brazier in a game. Except he's a good opener.
I think my heart just stopped, Ari. Look at what you've done. Oh, God.
Hey.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You get Matt Barnes the F up out of here because he hadn't been doing great at all the past, 2 seasons. You could still get at least some decent value for him because he's still an okay pitcher. You attach Kevin Pillar to there, who is a seasoned veteran who we don't know if he's coming back next year. We love the guy.
Yeah.
It's Kevin frickin' Pillar.
Yeah.
Made my clip of the week this week because he is an OG.
Yeah. So I assume we have the same clip, but whatever. We'll get to that later.
That dude is not afraid to put his body on the line.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
No.
As a straight, he is the same mindset as JBJ. He's a straight dog.
Kind of like Johnny Gomes. Johnny Gomes didn't give two craps about,
You mean like Hanley Ramirez, who was scared about the wall?
Yeah, Hanley Ramirez thought that the Green Monster was the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Here's what I think. All right. Keep Barnes. Keep Pillar. What about not Tristan Cassis, Bobby Dalbec?
Trade Dalbec?
Listen.
No.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
No. Now is not the time to buy. Now is not the time to buy. We're not buying. Unless you say the only way I would trade Bobby Dalbec if it's for Clevenger.
Ugh. I would never do that trade.
I would take Bobby Dalbec and Benny for Clevenger and prospects. That would be the trade I would do. I would not trade Bobby Dalbec, especially when Moreland's leaving and you could experiment with Chavis possibly running some second base next year, or maybe have Dalbec as your backup first baseman / right fielder.
So here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I don't think people realize how stacked third base is.
Or first base.
No, third base. Bobby Dalbec is the third baseman who plays first base. We let Moreland leave. That's what I think. After this season, see ya. Thank you for what you did, but no.
We love Moreland.
We love Moreland, but too much.
Too much.
Tristan Cassis has been called up to the facility, whatever you call it.
Yep.
He looks good. I would say Chavis is our first baseman, right? You trade for Brock, and if
put him at second base, and
let
him split time with Arauz and Peraza.
Exactly.
Which it looks like Arauz might be the second baseman.
He might
of
be
the future.
Yeah,
he's been looking good.
Yeah, no, he's a really solid contact hitter, and I like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you have two top prospects at third base who can play first base and whatever. One of those guys is going to have to come up.
Yes.
We also have Blaze Jordan, right? Which I'm just like freaking excited about.
So it's looking like
we have four great third basemen, including Devers. So what do you do with one of them? One of them, like, we need something, okay? Brock Holt could be that spark. Brock Holt's
32, my guy.
Yeah, you keep him for 1 year and then he's gone. And then you're like, all right, cool. Thank you for what you did. But, like, I don't know, man. I think that's what you do. I don't know if you trade Dahlback, but you trade some bigger prospect for Brock and other prospects.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Man, I don't like the idea of trading Dahlback just yet. I'm saying once we
It would
get
have to be a good
into that
trade.
contender mindset,
Yeah.
so probably 2022 is when we trade him. We keep him for
Or
2021,
trade one
and
of
we
those.
let him develop, bring him up to the majors. Give him some time, show
Yeah.
teams, hey, this is our product. But we have this guy named Michael Chavis, who is really awesome and is very good looking. So we're gonna keep him.
He is our first baseman for the future.
Yes.
That guy don't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm. And for those teams that need a first baseman that maybe have a star pitcher that might be looking to move,
But not Clevenger. I will not trade Clevenger.
Clevenger has so much time to the point where you can keep him for the next 3 to 4 years without needing to give him a contract.
He's irresponsible. Like, look what he did with the whole COVID thing. He broke that rule, and he's like, sorry.
He messed up. He messed up once. All right.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the guy. That's
okay. Let me ask this. Let me ask you this. Okay. Did you say the same thing about Chris Sale?
What do you mean?
Chris Sale was a locker room menace in Chicago. You remember him not liking jerseys, so he decided to cut them all up?
Yeah, but also at the same time, I didn't really like Moncada. Wasn't a fan of the guy, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'll take Moncada over, or I'll take Sale over Moncada.
So you would take Dahlback over Clevenger?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. I can.
Depending on how, this is all hypothetical, depending on how he plays out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot that could go right or wrong.
Yeah, true.
With that.
All right. Top 3 people that are most likely to get moved within the next, 6 days. Top 3 people.
Pilar's one. I know, man. I'm not a fan of it.
We've become
him or JBJ. One of those guys is gonna get traded, which is sad.
No, or you're pulling.
I don't want either of them to go.
You're pulling at the heartstrings. If JBJ goes, that's my second favorite team. All right, I'm saying that.
If JBJ goes, then like, here's the thing though. I mean, I guess you could have Verdugo play center because he's phenomenal.
All those guys are center fielders.
Yeah, well, not
Benny.
Well, actually, no. Benny is a center fielder, kind of.
Pilar was.
JD is not
center fielder.
Yeah.
Doogie is center fielder. We said, hey, we kind of had that dude, that Mookie guy that played right. Go do what he did, but better.
Yep. So I don't know, man. I assume Mitch is on the chopping block too, right?
Nah.
No.
It's in my top 3 guys that are going to be moved. Matt Barnes, number 1. JD, number 2. Pilar, number 3. Top 3 least guys that are likely to be moved.
Verdugo.
Benny.
Oh, okay,
yeah. There's no value in him. They're not gonna. It's just like you're.
Oh, that's true. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's not like we're dealing with. It's like we're dealing with stocks and bonds right now.
Yeah.
You don't sell when it's low. You buy when it's low. So you're buying in on Benny right now, and you're saying, look, get better by the offseason so we can get your butt to an actual team.
Yeah.
Devers and Bogarts, they're not moving. Saying that right now, they're not moving. Next week, if they are moved, I will cry.
I don't even know, like, if Bogarts moves, and this would be the time if Heim wanted to move him, would be now, because next year he gets to choose if he can veto a trade.
Yes.
If they trade Bogey, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Man.
Because you trade the face of the franchise.
Mookie.
Okay.
We love him.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for
No.
that, Dombrowski.
No, thank you.
No, that's sarcasm, bro. And that wasn't Dombrowski, that was Han.
Dombrowski!
Um,
Yeah, boy.
no, but no, I would be very mad at Heim. Like, it better be like the next Tatis we're getting or something. Like, I don't know, man. For me,
Yeah.
number one, Pilar. You know, I think that guy's gonna be shipped. I don't see why you wouldn't ship Mitch.
Mhm.
340, 7 homers, 18 ribbies,
Damn.
53 at bats.
I did
This
not
guy,
know he was up at a 340.
he's a 340. He is carving it up. That
Damn.
guy,
Mitchie Moonshot.
Mitchie Moonshot, or Jackie. Although no. Well, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
Jackie's kind of catching a hot streak.
It depends if teams need defense. They need
Exactly.
defense. They are knocking on the Red Sox door right now and being like, please, I beg you. How long have we been recording for? Only you can see it, not me.
Half hour, bro.
Half hour. We're at the 30-minute point.
A 30
Okay.
minute point.
Okay, so let's go into talking about the Red Sox aren't really entertaining to watch. So I'm gonna be completely frank here. The Red Sox games are a little more on the boring side than they are the usual because you kind of know the outcome before it's gonna happen.
You have
So-
this sickening feeling before the game. There's a 70-30 chance we're going to lose this game.
There is a 31% chance we're gonna win this game, and those odds are inflated, we'll say.
Yeah, oh yeah. But they've
So
been playing
I
better. So
want to ask, okay? You're
Yep.
lounging about, let's say Sunday afternoon, right?
okay.
Just get back from church. You got nothing going on for the rest of the day. You just hanging back and relaxing.
Yeah.
Who are you turning on? What other team are you turning on to watch some high energy, high impact baseball? Where maybe it's that, maybe it's I don't know this end outcome of this game, and it's gonna be a close game either way, so it's gonna be entertaining. Up to you.
I think 2 teams.
2,
Yep. No, check it. 3.
3.
Number 1, San Diego.
Mm.
They're a crazy team. Like 6 grand slams, 6 or 4.
5 in 6 games.
5 in 6 games.
4 in 4 days.
4 in 4 days. Those guys are mashing the ball. Like, I don't know. That team, number 1. Number 2, I'd probably watch, I don't know, maybe, Baltimore would be interesting. No, check that. Baltimore is my 3rd. 2nd would be Dodgers.
Ooh, okay. I can see that.
Kind of sticking with West Coast.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you?
No, that's what I usually do is, I'm putting on the Sox game till about 11 o'clock is when they usually end. And then after that, I'm checking on a West Coast game till about midnight, 1 in the morning. Listening to some Dodgers, some Giants, or some Mariners when nothing else is on because, ugh. So, my biggest team that I love to listen to would actually be the Athletics.
I
Surprisingly,
can see that.
at the beginning of this year, we're looking at championship odds, and the Athletics were tied with the Twins, I think, and we were mad about that. Or they were tied with the Braves, and we
No,
were
it was
mad
Braves.
about that
It was
because we
Braves.
said
It definitely was Braves.
we said the Athletics weren't as good as the Braves, but they've been better. They've been much better. They're the best team in baseball record-wise. And their games, I tune in and I'm like, are they actually going to win again? Is this just a hot streak, or is this going to keep going on for the rest of the season? Is this team legit? I need to know. I need to listen to the games. And their games are high impact, high energy, throw it right to the face baseball. Like their games are nuts. Love it.
Oh, they're a crazy team, and they're like, they're so close to like on the cusp of like a championship. Just like
they need to go hard.
They need like one better starting pitcher, and they can do it probably.
You think they could get Clevenger?
I don't know. You know what? They're making a push. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about the Athletics. Every single year,
So,
yes, but also like I look at them and I'm like, yeah, not a postseason team, not a postseason team.
they're barely a wild card last year. Like
In the middle of nowhere, they're like, oh hey, we're here, and it's like,
oh hi.
It's like that Office episode where someone sneaks up behind Dwight, and Dwight's like, what the heck? So it's like, yeah, that's exactly me and the Athletics. I'm like, where did you come from? And then I realized, look at the stats. I'm like, okay, Matt Chapman, the next Josh Donaldson, probably a better defender though.
Matt
Olson's a crazy guy. Sean Manaea, Semyon, Canna, those guys are insane.
Man, they got
crazy,
sneaky
bro.
good. They got sneaky good. I have full respect for the team. I like that team, and if there's a possibility they don't make the playoffs, or they make the playoffs. If the Red Sox don't make the playoffs, which is highly, highly likely, I will probably be rooting for the Athletics just because I like seeing that story unfold. You know,
I would. So I've done rebuilds on MLB The Show.
Mm-hmm.
I did a rebuild with them, and I won the World Series in like a year. I literally made like two trades. I traded for Yastrzemski, and I traded for, I think, a pitcher, and that was it. Like they were good. I was like, nice.
Man, I tried doing the Orioles. I went 5 years in.
Yeah.
Got Mookie, traded Mookie for Christian Yelich, and still never made the playoffs.
Wow. I think I won the World Series with the Marlins.
Man, after we finish recording, I gotta show you the team. But clip of the week.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's either Pilar. That was a crazy catch. I couldn't stop watching that catch. Or
which one? He had two in back-to-back nights.
Sliding catch.
The diving catch.
Diving catch.
And then I think it was the next day or the day before.
Oh my god.
He ran into the wall.
You know how
no regard for his personal safety.
This guy, if there wasn't, like, thank goodness.
Future me be rolling these as we're talking. I'm sorry. I had to remind myself.
It's all good. Thank goodness he's not playing left because he would break a shoulder.
Oh, he would run to that wall at 18 miles per hour and just like give it a hug.
Yeah, bro. Like he and Johnny Gomes, those guys would be like pounding the wall.
Man, I love Johnny Gomes. That's such a great comparison I never thought of.
Oh yeah, so definitely.
Hopefully I was sitting here running those. Then after that, I didn't get any DMs this week, mainly because I forgot to make a post about it. I was supposed to make a post last night while I was at work, and then I had break, and then I took a nap during my break. We're not going to talk about it. I apologize.
It's all good.
We'll be back in the DMs next week. Finally, drop the phone because we have hopefully. I'm trusting you here.
I'm trusting me too.
Welcome, you guys, to our favorite part of the episodes. Please welcome the people.
Welcome. So yeah, the Red Sox are not doing good.
You're not gonna say what the part of the episode is. We're just gonna welcome to something they probably don't know. All right, you gonna explain what we're doing here, or
give me a sec. Welcome to Ari's Takes.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Red Sox aren't good.
No.
So I've been trying to find other things to occupy my time with, right? What the heck? The Bruins? Like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm excited.
I've never been too much of a hockey guy.
Not a huge hockey guy either, but they're still fun to watch. Like I watched when they were in the Stanley Cup, and I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, that 7-game series. Oh,
I was so upset when they lost that, bro. I was like, you serious? Really?
Man, and they were coming back too. They just needed more time.
Yep.
That's all I needed was more time.
That's all. I mean, freaking Bruins, like they're crazy. And aren't the Celtics in the playoffs too?
The Celtics just swept. Bring out your brooms, Philly. Adios. Go home. See you next year. We're immediately after the Celtics whooped up on the Sixers, they fired their coach. And
I
they're
saw
going
that.
to make hard moves this offseason. We're going to see the process try and be trusted again. It's going to fail again. And life is good for the Celtics. Now we got to take on the Raptors, who are very, very good.
Yep, they're scary. They always
And we
are.
still have
But
Gordon Hayward. RIP to his ankle, which is taking a beating.
that he probably is next to like Tatum, like the obvious guys. He's probably like one of my favorite players to watch.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, it's either
You know
him
who
or
mine is?
Smart.
You know who mine is? Yep.
Mac is smart.
He had a great steal. It was in
Oh yeah.
clutch time of Game 3. Right? Joel Embiid tries to make a kick out to the corner. Marcus Smart jumps out of nowhere, catches the ball before falling on his back, throws a dime to Jaylen Brown, who gets the easy dunk. That was one of the best steals I've seen him make. Just his heart,
He's
his
an insane
tenacity.
defender. He's
Man.
crazy.
Oh, by the way,
So, yeah.
I gotta show you a video because I ended up, I don't know, I didn't say I met him, but I saw him at a Celtics game. Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba.
I was gonna say because I feel like I've heard that name before.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll show you a clip because he's
All
like one of the things. I'll say this and we'll cut the episode.
Yeah.
One of the things that he said is after the 08 finals, he was at a press conference, right after they won the championship. He was at a press conference and somebody's like, "You didn't play a single minute of these finals, and yet you're sitting here holding the trophy. How do you feel?" And he's sitting there like, "I don't really care, because in 5 years, my kids will forget about the finals, and I could say I had some playing time. In 10 years, I could tell them I started. And in 20 years, I can tell them I won the finals MVP. And who the hell's going to care about the 2008 finals in 20 years?"
Oh man, that
Brian
guy.
Scalabrine is a legend.
Yeah,
I love that
that's
guy.
hilarious. I never heard that story.
All right, you got anything else you want to tell the people?
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
God bless you guys for making it
Yes.
this far in the episode. We love you. We got to ride or die, so I know watch our episodes. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Roll that outro music once again. Huge thank you. We will see you guys next time.
Peace.